Hey, yo, everybody, what is going on? And welcome to another episode of the All Pro JAFFOs, where we bring you the highly elevated sports talk for the highly elevated sports fan. I'm your host, JayP.
Hey, yo.
And with me, as always, the 6'10 beast from the Southeast, Mr. Country K.
Meet you all, people.
I ain't scared of you motherfuckers.
And what a lovely Friday it is. This weekend, we have the NFL Conference Championship games, as well as tomorrow, the Bay Area Cali Classic. So we've got a little preview of that. But first, we got to talk about, I know we talked extensively about the conference games on Wednesday, but got to talk about it again. Because I've seen a few things on social media that for me, as a 49ers fan, I feel like I have to say what the fuck is going on. Now I get it. I understand, the shit talking and everything else like that, but going to Philly and, putting the 49ers shirt on the Rocky Balboa statue, um, and just the claims of first of all, I don't know if you've seen them, but I've seen at least two different music videos for the 49ers. And every time, and I feel like it should be a pattern that fucking 49ers fans should have picked up on a long fucking time ago. Every single time our fan base puts on the dumbass music video, we end up losing. It's happened every time. It happened back when Kaepernick was the quarterback going for the quest for six and all that stuff when we played Baltimore. It happened when we lost to the Chiefs. And it happened last year when we got to the NFC Championship game, and now it's happening again. So at this point, my question is, as much shit as we've been put through, wouldn't it be a smart idea to just shut the fuck up until we win? Like, why is that so difficult? You know what? All this shit talking that we've done. Oh, okay, yeah, made the NFC Championship game. Yeah, made the Super Bowl. That's all fine and dandy. But at the end of the fucking day, we're all hanging our heads because we lost. Why is it so difficult to just keep your mouth shut? And then when we win, then we can go ahead and start putting out the celebratory music videos and all that other crap, as much as your heart desires. But at this point right now, again, I'm a 49er fan. Shut the fuck up. You're jinxing us. You're talking way too much shit, way too fucking early. And it's not just the 49er fan base. We'll get to everybody else after that. But I'm just saying, when does shit talking go too far? When does it get to the point where you start fucking with the football gods up above? Okay, I know you've seen these music videos. I know the fan base pisses you off more than the actual team itself. But you had to have been happy to see this because you had it in your mind going, yep, it's going to be a whole lot of heartbreak, a whole lot of shit talking. You know what? I want to compare this. This is kind of like the Dallas Cowboys saying that they're going to go to the Super Bowl every goddamn year. That's what this is the equivalent to. Now, you guys want to be Cowboy fans? No? All right, then. Shut the fuck up. Just stop. Just stop. I understand people's fandom takes over sometimes. Call me superstitious or whatever. Most athletes that I've met, played with, or played against are all superstitious. So I feel like the fans should probably, integrate that and learn from that, going, you know what? maybe we should shut up before the game actually starts. Because, I mean, my own experience, every time I open my mouth about something good, that's why I was pessimistic all goddamn year. It's because every time that I opened my mouth that something was going to go good, something went wrong. So I'm just looking at it going, just stop. I shouldn't say starting. I've started to see this a little while ago, but but for lack of a better term right now, I'm really starting to see why people are starting to hate our fucking fan base. I'm really starting to see it. And
I was just letting you finish.
I gotta breathe. Go ahead.
Yeah, so here's the thing. I think you Niner fans forget one major point. I mean, it's a good thing you guys are playing well. Congrats. Yay. Good job. Yay. Yay. Your head coach will still be rabbit, bro. I really don't see what y'all don't see, but okay, y'all playing well, I guess. I mean, who did y'all really beat? Y'all went what 8 games straight, 9 games straight, winning games so
10, I
far.
think, at this point.
10, okay, 10, 2 playoff games.
Actually, no. We've gone.
I mean, Purdy.
Oh, with Purdy, yeah, 10.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, I mean, I feel like y'all forget that y'all head coach B Rabbit, and at the exact same time, y'all haven't beaten anyone. Like y'all haven't beat a complete team yet. Like out of all them 10 games, you haven't beaten a complete team, including my team. My team isn't a complete team this season. We were damaged, beat up every fucking where. We weren't a complete team. Like, what complete team did y'all beat? That was like, oh, okay, the Niners are for real. They like people fucking kiss the Niners ass. Like all of these fucking commentators and people and stats and shit like that, because I guess wherever they were in the 90s when y'all were fucking winning, just gives them that fucking nostalgic feel. Like, oh, the NFL's good when the Niners are winning. You crazy as fuck. Niners ain't won shit since what, 94, 95? NFL been fine for 30 fucking years. I'm kind of confused. NFL been perfectly fine. We got Pat Mahomes, Lamar Jackson. Neither one of them played for the Niners. That shit been exciting as fuck. I don't know what the fuck people talking about. The Niners was sorry as shit the entire time. Them boys knew. So I don't know. I don't get what the fuck they talking about. We had Michael Vick. We had all kinds. I'm talking about Michael Vick had an entire career without y'all winning. Like, you do know that, right? Like, Mike Vick came into the league and got out of the league. Y'all ain't win shit. Sorry. That's what I'm saying. Like, this shit is pathetic, bro. Like,
I mean, because that's what I mean. I understand what you're saying, because you gotta really look at it, because last year when we got to the NFC Championship game, the path to the NFC Championship game was easy.
yeah.
This year, same thing. Same exact thing. We got gifted the Seahawks, who fucking no, they
I
were
told you,
not
if y'all
going to
played
beat
Detroit,
us.
y'all would have lost.
Even on their fucking best day, they weren't going to beat us.
If y'all played Detroit, y'all was going to lose for sure. I don't give a fuck what nobody talking about. I'm dead serious. I'm so serious, bro. For some reason,
They're definitely
I
a
feel
more complete team at this point than the fucking Seahawks are. I tell you that.
got more heart.
And so we went through the Seahawks. We beat Dallas again, but it's one of those, who gives a fuck? Who cares? We haven't played anybody to get to this point. Like you said, this playoff run has been the easiest playoff run out of anybody else. Out of anybody else. Now
And the
we're
Eagles had a
actually
bye.
playing an Eagles team, and for some reason, the fan base of Eagles are so fucking inflated after these last 2 weeks that they seem to forget that the Eagles are actually good.
Yeah. And they added Ndamukong Suh. And he's been fucking goddamn contributing. Like, I feel like people really forgot what the fuck happened.
Like, people for just the absolute ignorance.
Man, look, I'm telling you, Joey Bosa and Brock Purdy and Deebo Samuels, man. Like, that's my thing. Like, people really don't understand. Like, the Niners, Niner fans and fucking Cowboy fans get so fucking giddy. They get so goddamn giddy over the smallest shit, yo. Like, this shit is fucking crazy. Like, think about 2 years ago, the slander I got. Oh my God, the slander I got for us having Brady and us going on a fucking 15-game win streak. Oh my God, the slander. I'm like, yo, like, do y'all not realize the shit we had, the shit storms we had? Named Jameis Winston and Josh Freeman. Do y'all not remember that? Like, those are two shit storms, bro. Like, what you want us to fuck to do? Both quarterbacks had top defenses, and they were so bad we didn't even make the playoffs. Like, then we get Brady. Like, bro, I'm not trying to hear that shit. The Niners literally kill themselves every year. That's why I don't have no sympathy for them. And then on top of that, the fan base really just, oh my God, it's probably because I live out here. You know what I mean? Like, I live in the Bay Area, so I have to hear and see that shit all the fucking time.
You might have a different opinion if you were still living in Florida, but yes, living here every day.
I probably would have an opinion, but I feel like if people that's not here really don't look at it from a biased opinion because they don't have to deal with the fans that annoys them. That's like, all right, let me look at this fucking team for real, like as a football aspect. Like, fuck this. I'm not trying to keep bang, bang, Niner gang, bang, bang, Niner gang. I'm trying to keep hearing that shit. That motherfuckers be choking. Goddamn choke Niner gangs. That's what you should be saying.
I'm sorry, I was not an advocate for the whole bang bang Niner gang thing. When that
Holy
first came out, I was
fuck.
like, holy shit. I was like, in my head, I was like, hey, E40, you're better than that. You're better than that.
Is he?
But
I mean, he's a legend, but is he better than that?
I would hope so.
All right.
I would hope so. I would like to give the man the benefit of the doubt.
I love E40.
That's what I'm saying.
More than just his music, his mindset and his business acumen. But boy, oh boy,
I was just like,
I don't know if he's better than that. I feel like that's pretty on par. Like he's a Niner fan. That's what he says. Not entirely sure. We had documentation that you're dripped in Raider gear in the video, but that's neither here nor there. You said that was for something else. You just repping the fucking where you from. So whatever. I mean, shit. You ain't never seen me in no
that shit all the time. He said he was.
Hey, look, Snoop gets a pass for the simple fact of he's from LA area. He's from Long Beach. You know what I mean? They had the Raiders, lost the Raiders, got the Rams, had the Rams, lost the Rams. You know what I'm saying? Like, they had so much bullshit. I feel like LA gets a pass with NFL teams. You know what I mean? Now they got San Diego and the motherfucking goddamn
the
Rams back. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but even then, their numbers are not. LA, look, LA is not a football town. It's just not.
I mean, as far as fan commitment, like I get
even
why,
then, even
I
with
get why
fan
Snoop
commitment,
went
it's
to the
not there.
Steelers, though.
Well, so saying like he I mean, I've met a few people who live in the Bay Area who are Steelers fans. I mean, the history of the Steelers organization, I can understand why you would be a fan of them. You know, so for him,
I mean, have you?
To be
All
a
right, so
Pittsburgh
have you been
Steelers
to the
fan
Blue
is not necessarily out of the ordinary.
I mean, have you been to the Blue Chip? San Jose?
Nope.
All right, so it's a sports bar on First Street, San Jose. It's like downstairs. It's like a basement type situation, bro. Laid. They got like different sections of fandom and fan gear, fan paraphernalia. Like, they got a whole Niners section, Niner walls with pictures of Niners and shit like that. They got a whole Steelers section, Raiders section, and it's like, I think is it the Rams? They might have put the Rams. Last time I was there, I think it was just those three teams.
Fair.
But yeah, they had a Cowboy section in there too. But it was like way in the far back corner.
Of course it was. It should have been. It should the Cowboy section should have been in the bathroom with the picture right there at the urinal. That should have been the Cowboy section right there.
Okay.
We all should have been remaking that little kid that the people put in their decals. That little kid pissing on whatever it is.
Right.
That should have been what it is. That should have been all of us recreating that. Pissing on the star. That's what we should have done.
Okay.
Matter of fact, when I get my man cave, when I have that bathroom built into there, that's exactly what I'm going to put. I'll put a Dallas Cowboys star right in the middle of where the toilet is.
I feel like you're gonna have a slew of teams down there, but okay.
Or I might have a half and half. I might have a Dallas and a Raiders logo down there.
Yep, as long as it ain't my team, I'm good.
That's fine.
mean-
Your team's fine. I've had more hatred for Dallas and the Raiders than I've ever had for Tampa. So
Question, Niner fan. What happened yesterday, 20 years ago?
I saw you post that and I was correct. I was like, fuck the Raiders.
20th anniversary, my boys. 20th anniversary.
It's all Raiders fans. What happened 20 years ago? Yep. It's like, damn, you gave Jerry Rice his only Super Bowl loss. No wonder he was done with your asses after that.
Yeah, man. I mean, he went to Seattle.
He would rather finish his career in Seattle than in Oakland. What does that tell you?
I mean, he went to Oakland in spite of y'all. So, what'd that tell you about y'all?
Well, that we fucked up because we decided, oh, we're gonna keep T.O.
I mean, y'all fuck up in a lot of situations.
Yeah, that wasn't the greatest situation at that point either. Jerry Rice should have fucking retired a 49er, but hey, that's Steve Mariucci. For you. So
yeah, I know Kyle Shanahan, finna bring y'all Super Bowl, right? Y'all gonna win, hopefully. And 30-30. We're not even gonna be alive for that shit.
No.
They're gonna be playing. No. They're gonna be playing football and video games. That's gonna be pro sports.
My great grandkids are gonna be old as shit, and they probably wouldn't have even come up with anything at this point.
So I'm telling you, I don't think Lamar Jackson was alive the last time y'all won a Super Bowl.
He was.
This man was the MVP. I'm telling you, Michael Vick had an entire career. Y'all ain't winning shit.
That's why I'm looking at it going just like, we're over here acting like it's like, oh, we're the best team in the NFL. This. I was like, we didn't play anybody in the playoffs yet. Like, we haven't really been tested. If anybody wants to, we had a test against Dallas. That's not a fucking test. That's a quiz. That's a quiz to prepare you for a test. Like this whole thing that Dallas was an actual test. Like, I'm literally seeing people put Dallas was a good test to prepare us for the Eagles. No, the fuck it wasn't. No, it wasn't. That's one of those bootleg $1 DVDs that you get over at the lady on the side. Where she gives you, or how you see those people that get the bootleg movies of like the Avengers or whatever, and then when they actually watch the movie, it's like built in with a bunch of other shit put in there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what the Cowboys are compared to the Eagles.
Yeah, man.
Okay, that's why I'm just like, that's not a test. If we can beat the Eagles, then that's a decent test for whoever comes out of the AFC.
No, it ain't.
A decent enough test.
No. I'm just saying, think about it. Jalen ain't good as Pat Mahomes.
No.
Or Joe Burrow.
No.
And A.J. Brown ain't better than Jamar Chase. So what real test did the Eagles give y'all on some honesty shit? None. It don't prepare y'all for neither one of those teams. Maybe y'all prepared the Eagles because of y'all strong interior defense, but that's about it.
We're preparing them for the other team.
Yeah, that's really it, bro, because y'all got a good interior defense.
So it's just like, I look at it going, the road to get to this point was not anything to be like, it wasn't anything to me to think, we're going to win the Super Bowl. This was a tough challenge, this was a hard road to get to this point. Oh yeah, we have a good chance of winning the Super Bowl because we played these great teams. It's not the case. So again, when I'm seeing all these horribly done music videos, horribly done,
hilarious,
just absolute like the rhyme schemes and you guys are trying too hard. First of all, second of all, just stop it. Again, every single fucking time that our fan base gets a boner for getting into the NFC fucking championship game, they come out with a dumbass music video showing their ass, and then we lose. I need to find a statistic out there every single time. I'm pretty sure I could probably do this off the top of my head. Every single time a music video has come out about how good the 49ers are, we end up getting our asses kicked.
Yeah, you might well go ahead then.
That's pretty much every time. So that's what I'm saying. And then we're going into Philadelphia, putting, the fans are putting the jersey over Rocket. I'm like, we're over here fucking vandalizing Philly now. I was like, man, where do y'all get off? How, like, you guys can't possibly think that we are so untouchable that the fan base thinks that they can just mouth off to whoever the fuck they want? Come on, bro. It's annoying as shit to me, for one. Because me being a 49ers fan, I have to, I'm just like you, I have to deal with other 49ers. I've literally had to talk to other 49ers fans and tell them why we are not as good as they think we are. We have a good defense. Yes. Offense, it has shown improvement, a whole hell of a lot of improvement, since Brock Purdy has showed up. But there's still holes and pieces that need to be filled, because nobody, you have to be honest with yourself as a 49ers fan. There's absolutely 100% no way that you can guarantee that the 49ers are going to win this week. None. And if you're guaranteeing it, you're an idiot. Straight up. If you were guaranteed, I guarantee the 49ers are going to win the Super Bowl, you're a fucking dumbass. If I swear to God, if I see anybody get that goddamn tattoo, that Super Bowl champion tattoo that the dumbass fans always do, I swear to God, if I see on social media that that's happening, I'm fucking done. I'm done with the fan base. Not with the team. I'm just not going to be mingling with the fan base.
Oh yeah,
Because that's how airheaded a lot of them are. You ain't going to catch me at a fucking tailgate. Sorry. Because that's just stupidity. Absolute stupidity. Because again, you see it over and over and over and over and over again. Any dumbass fan who decides to do that shit, the team ends up losing. I have yet to see one time where a fan does that sort of tattoo prediction and it works out. The music videos are our equivalent to a fan getting a goddamn tattoo. We need to stop that shit. Again, they're not even good. That's the worst part. They're not even good. It's not like I'm sitting here going, oh man, he's spitting fire. Like, oh damn, that was a cool, that was a pretty good rhyme scheme. Oh damn, I like the way he word played that. No, they're not even that good. So it's just like, how much ego does this fan base really have to where they can't sit back and be like, you know what, let's wait and see. Well, that takes the fun out of being a fan. You got to be able to talk. I was like, what is so wrong about being a realistic fan? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Anybody who can see their team for what they actually are, instead of being the dumbasses who think they are what they're not. What is so hard about that? What is so wrong about that? I don't know. Quite frankly, I don't care. I'm going to stay being the pessimistic 49er fan. I'm going to stay being the realistic 49er fan. Because pretty much everything that I have said about this team, one, Brock Purdy was going to be better than Trey Lance. Already knew that was going to happen. The DBs were going to get cooked. That's happened. I knew Jimmy G was not going to be the guy. That happened. I knew Trey Lance wasn't going to be the guy. That happened. Damn near, okay, maybe not 100%. Let's leave a little bit of room for error. Damn near everything that I have said about this team has been accurate. And yet, nope. No, that's not what it is. No, that's not. All right, fine. I guess you're gonna have to just, if you're not gonna hear it from me, listen to it from the fucking talking heads on ESPN and everywhere else, because they take our shit anyway. I guess hear it from them because hey, I guess you're not gonna listen to me. I guess having to hear it come out of Keyshawn Johnson's dumbass mouth is better for you. Hearing it come out of Terry Bradshaw or somebody else, like whoever, or Stephen A. or Skip Bayless or Shannon Sharp, hearing it come from them will make you feel a little bit better. I'm just, again, Kate, we are at a point right now where everything that we've talked about is pretty accurate and spot on. And for some reason, just not getting heard. I don't know what else we have to do, man. But we're going to stay being realistic. We're going to stay being authentic. We're going to stay being non-manufactured, and that is what it is. But 49ers Eagles in Philadelphia. Woo! The Philadelphia crowd is a tough one. And I'm thinking two things need to happen. I already talked about the one thing, the whole about contain. And you know what's hilarious? You know how I said that on Wednesday that they need to contain Jalen Hurts? They can't have him running around and everything else like that. Guess who came out with that same goddamn uh anal- analysis today? The fucking Mercury News. The same thing that I had sat down and put out, the Mercury News came out with today. It's like, okay, well, once again, people taking the shit, running with it, no credit given. Hey, whatever. It's all good. It's all good. We know we're right. I know I'm right, at least. But Jalen Hurts getting contained, that's one thing. And you have to take the Philly crowd out of it early. Because if you don't, I'd have a little bit of a problem. Because that fucking stadium gets loud. It's very, very loud, especially during playoff time. You keep Jalen Hurts contained and you take the crowd out of it, you have a good chance at winning. But with this game, I mean, I'm going to pick my team to win. Yes. As pessimistic as I have been about them, I've always picked them, pretty much every single week. Nobody can tell me that I haven't done that. But I don't think this is going to be a very high scoring game. I'm thinking it might be somewhere close to how it was last week against Dallas. Um, there's some part. I mean, maybe you could check this for me, Kate. What's the weather going to be like in? Actually, you know what, Alexa, what's the weather going to be like in Philadelphia on Sunday?
Forecast for Sunday, January 29th in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Look for clouds and showers with a high of 54 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 30 degrees.
Possibility of rain. Okay. All right. You got two teams that are good in the run game. Huh. Oh yeah, this is definitely going to be a low scoring game. I'm going to go with 16-13. 16-13 49ers. If it goes higher than that, hey, cool. But I don't see it, because of the rain. Yeah, they're going to try and throw it around and everything. You might get a couple, big plays and stuff like that here and there from both teams. But the majority of the game, the run games are going to be the ones that are going. And it's going to be about who has the most explosive run game. And when you compare the teams, offensive-wise. When you look at the run game, offensive line, Philadelphia's got a better offensive line than the Niners do. That's just we have George Kittle and Trent Williams. Kind of about it. If anybody says the name Mike McGlinchey, I'm gonna fucking choke slam him through a goddamn table.
I
From the
was over
top
here
of the
talking
goddamn
again.
balcony. If anybody says, and not only am I going to go through the table, I'm going to hit the top rope and I'm going to drop a goddamn elbow. Because anybody who thinks Mike McGlinchey is any good needs to go check into rehab because you're on some of that hard shit. That dude should not be a 49er after this year. That's my opinion. So when you talk about offensive line, Philadelphia's got that. Skill player blocking, run blocking. I think the 49ers have an edge in that. George Kittle's a really good run blocker. Brandon Ayuk is a very, very good run blocker.
Are you
And
drunk right now? Are you
no,
high?
no.
Are you
Run
serious?
block. Have you seen Brandon Ayuk run block?
Have you seen AJ Brown?
I've seen AJ Brown. I know how big he is and everything else like that. But I'm
Seriously?
talking about as a whole unit right now. I'm not saying AJ Brown is not a good run blocking wide receiver. I'm just numbering the guys that we have on the skill player positions.
Right. I knew what you was doing.
That's what I'm saying.
I just was
Debo, majority of the time he either has the ball in his hands, but he's a very underrated run blocker.
No.
I don't think Dallas Goedert is a better run blocker than George Kittle. Not even close. I don't even think it's remotely close. AJ Brown is the only one out of all those wide receivers who can legitimately run block.
Mm,
When you compare everyone on Juwan Jennings, Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle, Debo Samuel when he doesn't have the ball in his hands, they can all run block. It's they are legitimate skill player run block. So when you're talking about the skill players being able to run block, 49ers have that edge.
okay.
Running backs.
You got running backs. That's fine. That's easy. Just push it along. We ain't got to sit here.
I was about to say I'm like running back.
Christian McCaffrey better than all three of their running backs if you put them together. Like, no, we're not even gonna do that. All I'm saying is, it's like overall, all you got is your receivers and running backs that's better than theirs. And I call the tight end a receiver, so that's all you really got, guy. Like, whole offensive line is better than y'all's. Completely better than y'all's. Quarterback is completely better than Purdy. Completely. Like,
gotta give him that based
and
on
if
the
you're gonna make it a
experience and
run
everything else.
game, you making a run game, that's easier for him. He don't have to throw with his shoulder. You guys lost. That's what I'm saying. You
I was
lost.
gonna say Jalen Hurts definitely has that. I mean, Brock Purdy can run, but he can't run like Jalen Hurts can. He can't run like Jalen Hurts can.
Not even a little bit.
So it's just
Yeah. The key part to the offense is better than yours. So regardless of all this other stuff, the way you break it down, the most
we're
important
gonna have
part
to
of the
do a
offense is the
whole lot of
offensive
fucking outside zone runs, man.
line. I don't even know if that'll work.
Stay out of the middle.
I don't
Stay
know,
out of the
bro.
middle.
I don't know, bro. I feel like they still can throw the ball on y'all sorry ass DBs.
If it at all turns into a shootout, I'm not trusting it. Because I know Philadelphia's DBs are actually good. Darius Slay, that's just one guy that I can he covers both sides of the goddamn field. That dude's too good.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, like, when you're comparing defenses, the DBs on the Philadelphia Eagles are much, much better.
Yeah, they got my boy from New Orleans.
They got Jenkins
Gardner.
too, huh?
Gardner.
Gardner.
He got a 2-pronged last name. Gardner, some shit like that. Start with a C. Fuck, what was his name? He came from the Saints though, for sure. They got him mid-year.
I thought that was Jenkins.
Nah, it
Well,
was
they have
Gardner,
Jenkins too, but
Gardner Johnson. What? Damn, I just took the roster off my motherfucking phone. Hold on.
well, you might be right. It might be Gardner Johnson. Gardner. Anyway, DBs. Philadelphia has the edge. Linebackers, I think we have the edge.
What's my boy name? Oh yeah, it's Gardner Johnson. Yeah, CJ Gardner
okay.
Johnson. Yeah, he's safety.
Yeah. So DBs, Philly's got that. Linebackers, I think we got that.
That's debatable.
It's close, but I think
That's
we got
debatable. That's really debatable. Defensive line, that whole they got y'all. Y'all got Bosa, but after that, you really kind of gotta, because they still got Fletcher Cox. They still got a whole bunch of guys. They got a whole bunch of guys.
But
they got a heavy rotation.
They got Fletcher Cox, and Sue is only in there, half the time. He's not a full time.
That's my point. They got
player.
fresh legs. Fresh legs. They're rotating. They got Jordan Davis not even on the starting roster. The Dominican behind Jordan Davis. So think about how they're probably putting it. They're having the Dominican and Jordan come in at the same time, essentially.
They run a 3-4, right?
4-3.
They run a 4-3?
Yeah, I just looked
I thought they ran a 3-4. Brandon Ingram was one of the, or was it Brandon? No, Brandon Graham.
Philadelphia Eagles depth chart. No, I just looked at it.
I could have sworn they were a 3-4 because Graham is an outside guy that rushes and drops back. That's why I thought.
Nope.
And then when you have a guy like Stu and
base
Fletcher
4-3.
Cox,
I'm looking at it right now. Base 4-3, bro. Gotta tell you. Yeah, and the Dominican is third string.
Bro, this is gonna be a tough one.
Hargrave, Josh Sweat, bro. Josh Sweat is underrated. He the one that got that pick on Dak and took it to the crib. They got James Bradbury. Come on, man. I feel like you got. Yeah, man. Hey, look, man. Hey, I don't know. I think James Bradbury can stick with Ayuk.
This is gonna be tough.
Y'all lost. I already knew y'all lost. Like, this is a foregone conclusion to me. Y'all lost. Only way y'all win this game, y'all gonna have to pull some Jacksonville shit and hurt Jalen Hurts. That's the only way y'all pull that shit off. Jacksonville almost won that motherfucker. Pat Mahomes didn't come back. Pat Mahomes don't come back, they won. That's on everything.
That's very true. Damn, and even Patrick Mahomes on a bum ankle still beat him.
I mean, they just adjusted everything to when you have to do his normal progressions. So
that dude was fucking limping to make the handoff.
Yeah.
He was hobbling over to make the handoff.
Yeah.
But I mean, I feel like it's going to be a tough one. Like I said, like a 16-13 or maybe even 16-14, somewhere around there. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be very high scoring because I think the run games for both teams are going to be the primary factors.
Personally, I think it's going to be 31-14.
Yeesh. You think it's going to be that big of an ass whooping?
Yeah.
God, I hope
really
not.
do. I really think they're going to beat y'all like that.
Fuck, if we can only put up 19 points up against the Dallas Cowboys defense.
See what I'm saying? That's my point. I think it's going to be 31-14. Granted, y'all only held them to 9, but
12.
Again, that one, it was one at a turnover, and then they kicked the field goal. So
the end of the game was 19-12.
No, bro, listen to me. Y'all got a turnover, and that's how they got a field goal.
Oh.
They got a field goal, and then y'all fucking y'all held them to 9 points. They had got like what it was before halftime or some shit.
They had a touchdown and a missed extra. And then 2 field goals after that.
Yeah. So what was that? The field goals before halftime or something? They had got like a quick turnover in the field goal. But their offense really didn't generate but 9 points. 10 points, whatever the fuck it was. 9 points, yeah.
All I'm saying is You Niner fans who have been talking shit a little too early. Y'all better be prepared for that heartbreak, man. Y'all
Talking
better
too
be
early.
prepared for that fucking heartbreak.
Man, you guys have been talking since week 1. Like, Trey Lance. Oh, Trey Lance sucks. Oh, he's hurt. Oh, Jimmy G's in. Oh, no, he's hurt. Oh, Brock
That's the
Purdy.
crazy thing about the 49er fan base, man. Trey Lance, QB1, blah, blah, blah. Oh, he got hurt. Oh, okay. Well, we still got Jimmy. Jimmy's good. Blah, blah, blah. Now we got Brock Purdy. Lance, who?
Yeah.
But it's like y'all completely forgot where we just were, huh?
Yeah.
Like, okay. But I mean, hey, if Brock Purdy can pull the unthinkable and be, that the rookie Mr. Irrelevant / relevant, QB goes on, hey, more power to him. And that's awesome for us because we're going to have a very, very cheap Super Bowl winning quarterback, for the next 3 years after that, but
Y'all gonna have to extend him like Pat got. Pat was on his rookie contract. I think you forgot that.
But Patrick was already done with his 3rd year.
No,
We're talking. They're not going to extend him after his rookie year. They're going to wait till his 3rd year to do that.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Pat was going into his 3rd year when he got extended. Remember, his first year starting, he won MVP.
Oh, so
right?
you mean his 2nd year as a starter?
Yeah,
okay. So yeah, his 3rd year.
His first year don't matter. Like, I get what you're saying because contractually he was into his 3rd year.
Right.
But I mean, he could have sat behind Alex Smith for 3 fucking years and they wouldn't extend him. You see what I'm saying? Like, it was all about play at that point. So 2 years of good play, MVP and a Super Bowl championship, they were going to extend him. If he did that shit his rookie and sophomore year, they were going to do the exact same shit at the exact same time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it didn't really matter. Like, that's kind of what it is. So I think if Purdy does do the unthinkable, which nobody believes outside of fucking – actually, no. I'll correct that. Everybody fucking believes you guys are going to win. Oh, my God. This shit is
I wouldn't say that. Even a lot of the talking heads and stuff like that are saying, are picking the Eagles and all that kind of stuff, which is fine. But I'm just saying, like, if he does somehow, pull it off, then I mean, I even at this point, I kind of look at it as they will probably find a way to trade Trey Lance. They may keep Jimmy on as the viable backup, and then Brock Purdy the rest of the way.
Hell no, Jimmy ain't staying there.
Then we'll find somebody else who could be a veteran QB that could help out. That we'll find somebody else.
Trey and Brock. You stuck with Trey and Brock.
Nobody's going to have our backup quarterback getting paid more than our starter.
Yeah, you're going to have that problem.
That's why I don't think that's going to happen.
No one's going to take Trey Lance, bro. Like, absolute. Like, you really think about it. What's the market for Trey Lance?
Nobody should have taken Trey Lance. God damn it.
Hey, look, fuck that. He's on y'all team.
Now, yeah.
What's the market
Thanks
for Trey
giving
Lance?
Up the fucking future for that one. Shit.
Man, look. Y'all wasn't going to do shit with them 3 picks no fucking way.
Who would have had a better shot to maybe do it?
No, you wouldn't
pick
have.
up some decent players
nothing.
And stuff.
Who was the last Niners first round pick that was actually good?
George Buckner.
George? Was George a first rounder?
No, George was a 3rd rounder.
And Debo was a 2nd, wasn't
he? Debo was also a 2nd, yep.
Yeah, Brandon Ayuk was a 1st rounder.
No, Brandon Ayuk was also a 2nd rounder.
See what I'm saying? You don't have any 1st rounders that's actually good. That's my point.
Bosa?
Kinlaw.
Bosa, Kinlaw. Well, Kinlaw's been hurt the majority of the year.
Okay, so Bosa. So who got drafted more recent? Bosa or fucking who? Who else you call?
Huh?
Who's the other guy you called?
Who? Kinlaw?
Did you say Kinlaw before we got the Bosa and shit?
You said Kinlaw.
Yeah, I did. But I'm saying, who did you say before Bosa?
Oh, Buckner. But we traded.
Oh, DeForest Buckner. Yeah, that don't shit matter. But that's what I'm saying. Like, even Buckner took some time. So yeah, Bosa probably the only one. Before that, Jerry Rice.
You know, Jerry Rice was not a first-round pick, right?
That's my point.
Wait, no, he was.
That's
I'm
my
getting
point.
him and Joe Montana confused.
Yeah, probably so. I'm pretty sure Jerry was the first rounder. But look, I'm telling you,
Joe Montana was the 3rd-round pick. That was
you
him.
ain't had a first rounder to do shit since the fucking 80s. You weren't gonna do shit with them motherfucking first round picks.
Well,
You didn't have a
technically, we got a
defensive
first-round pick in Christian McCaffrey. We just didn't draft him.
You traded 5 picks to get him.
So is that the equivalent?
Fuck no. Fuck no, dude.
I'm still kind of laughing at the people who think that that was a bad trade.
It was a bad trade.
I'm
Don't worry
thinking
about it. It's
about
coming.
since we got him, he's been healthy the whole year, and he's been putting up better numbers than any other running back in the league. I wouldn't say that that's a bad trade.
I guess. Let me ask you a question. When Elijah Mitchell came into the league, wasn't he leading the league in rushing or some shit like that too? Didn't you say you literally could put anybody behind the offensive line and they're gonna do good?
No, I had said that.
Since McCaffrey been on the Niners, does he lead the league in rushing? That's a real question.
Here's what else I said though. I did say, yeah, we can kind of put any running back behind there and they'd be successful. But I also said if we got a good running back, like a really good running back, it would be like top of the league, game-changing shit. That's when we were talking before about the possibility of trading for Saquon Barkley.
I thought y'all was gonna get him. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Whether we got him or the fact that we got McCaffrey, either fucking way, I was fine with it. Because like I said, yeah, any running back would be able to do good. They would be able to succeed, but they wouldn't be like, top 5 rushers in the league type of thing. But since now McCaffrey, or like we were talking about, if Barkley would have been on the team, we're talking guys at top 3 in the league, game changing and all that other kind of stuff. McCaffrey's a thousand guy. He's a pretty much, if McCaffrey stays healthy all year, he's the type of running back that'll give you 1,000 yards rushing, 1,000 yards receiving every goddamn year consistently. He's that type of running back. He's that type of explosive type of running back. It's just he hasn't been able to stay healthy. I mean, granted, Carolina's O-line has been dog shit when he was over there. So when he came here, it was a bit of an upgrade. So now we're at a point where next year, I don't think it should be questioned at all that our primary focus should be the offensive line. Whether it's go getting free agents or, in the drafts, or I mean, I can't even say in the draft because we barely have a fucking draft pick next year or this coming year. So free agency might be the only place that, we could actually find a potential of upgrading the offensive line, at the interior line at least, and a right tackle. Because again, Mike McGlinchey should not be on the squad. I've seen that dude get ragdolled and tossed so many goddamn times this year. It's disgusting. Like, I feel like he leads the league in pancakes, getting pancaked by the fucking defensive player. Like, I don't think he's any good, and I think he's a fucking liability.
All right, here we go. I hear you. Only problem I have is that, you're saying all that shit by Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey averaged 4.7 rushing yards a goddamn carry.
Right.
His longest was 38 yards. He had 6 touchdowns and 746 yards since he's been with y'all, and that's in 11 games. Unimpressed.
6 touchdowns? No, he's at 10 touchdowns.
I'm on the NFL website, bro.
Are you talking about just rushing?
Just rushing, bro.
Okay. No, I'm talking about 10 touchdowns both through the air and on the ground.
I mean, we're talking about his actual possession. I understand he's a dual threat running back, but
You're only talking about the rush.
Yeah, that's it. You got a amazing offensive line. Outside of, you know what I mean? When he get the ball and catching, like most of the time, he's not behind the fucking offensive line. He's like off to the side, middle of the motherfucking field, you know what I mean? Or screening some shit.
Yeah.
He's not behind the offensive line, running behind the offensive line. That's what matters. Him doing all that shit, that's his own ability and the shit that he got from his dad, you know? Like his ability to catch and run routes and be athletic and shit. Like, fuck all that. I'm saying behind the fucking offensive line, his actual position, what did he do? And he ain't do shit. He did absolutely fucking nothing. He had 159 touches for 746 yards. Bro, he did absolutely
746 yards in 10 games?
11 games.
In 11 games.
Yeah, that's under 70 yards a game. That's less than what the Bucks had on the year.
Well, that's what I'm saying. At that point, you do have to factor in the receiving yards taking away from the rushing yards. You have to put that in there.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Because if you put in both the rushing and the receiving, one, he's got over 1,000 yards from scrimmage.
Well, I mean, he has 1,000 yards rushing
In total.
Yeah,
for the whole year.
Yeah, with the Panthers and y'all, which he would have got more yards with the Panthers if he stayed with the Panthers than y'all.
I think he would have had about the same because they used him the same way.
He had 393 yards, 393 yards and 2 touchdowns in 6 games, bro. He was gonna get more yards. He was gonna definitely get more yards.
Yeah, but when he came to us, that opened up.
No, it didn't. That's what I'm saying. Like everybody's saying it opened, but it really did not. The Niners, people just love the Niners. That's it. Like people love the Niners. So any little discrepancy or any little significant change, they try to make it seem like it's overblown. That's just what it is. Not saying you are, that's your team. So you're just cheering for your team. But I mean people that are like commentators and things like that, it gets overblown. Like Christian McCaffrey had a very average fucking year. Very average.
I wouldn't even say that. I wouldn't even say that.
He had a very average fucking year, G.
I wouldn't even say that.
It's just his teams in the fucking goddamn NFC Championship game.
That's where I gotta push back on it.
Where's he had an amazing year? Where did he have an amazing year?
The dude was leading the fucking league in damn near every category the whole year. When he was either in Carolina or with, like I said, in 11 games, he had over 1,000 total yards and 10 touchdowns. How the fuck is that average? How is that average? Please explain to me how in 11 games having over 1,000 total yards and 10 touchdowns is average.
Easy, because you have 400 and something yards receiving, and you had 700 some yards rushing. When you average that shit out rushing, you don't have shit. The way rushing, the Niners...
I'm sorry, okay, 4.7 yards a carry. Coaches are drooling to have somebody who's averaging over 4 yards a carry.
In the early 2000s.
Even now. If you have a running back that's averaging over 4 yards, you want to average over 4 yards. If you average over 4 yards a carry, that means you are moving the ball at will.
Jamal Williams stats.
Good for him. They use Jamal Williams just about the same way, except he's more of the red zone guy.
That's why I brought him up. I brought him up because he's a rookie. Well, not a rookie. I'm sorry. He's a young player. Got drafted after McCaffrey. And he's a backup. So I went to his stats on a shitty team that did not make the playoffs. And, I mean, rushing alone, he had over 1,000. Receiving, he had 73. Granted, they ain't shit. He has 17 touchdowns total. He had more touchdowns than McCaffrey.
Red zone guy.
Bro, the man had 1,000 yards rushing.
No. See, you have to factor that in. You have to factor the fact that all of his touchdowns came in short yardage situations.
Okay, what running back should I use?
Look, I was going to say, go to Jamal Williams. What's his longest run?
Jamal Williams stats.
His longest run of the year.
Hold on, I'm gonna go to it. Fuck! Come on, NFL. There it is.
Because if McCaffrey's was 38, what was Jamal Williams' longest run of the year? Longest touchdown run of the year.
Well, when they say longest run, it don't say necessarily say touchdown. That's just his longest run. That don't have to necessarily be a touchdown.
Okay, what was his longest run?
I'm getting to it right now. Trying to find the stats. Going on the load. His stats this year. Career. There it is. Lions. Average 4.1. His longest run was 58 yards. And he was the backup. So again, Christian McCaffrey.
You do remember that DeAndre Swift had a period of time where he was not playing, right?
Christian McCaffrey is the starter.
Okay.
He had a slew of injured running backs behind him.
That's not anywhere near the same. McCaffrey's the starter. DeAndre Swift is the starter for the Lions, and there was a 3-4 game span there where he did not play.
Right.
So Jamal Williams had in that time where he was 3-4 games where he was the starter.
Okay.
So that's where he got the bulk of those
behind a worse offensive
the big
line
numbers and everything.
Behind a worse offensive line with Jared Goff at fucking coach, and their defense is abysmal, so they put them in bad positions all the fucking time throughout the entire year. The Niners were the golden boys, and I'm trying to tell you, it's
said that.
Literally everyone that turns on TV, you hear them talking about the Niners like they're the golden boys. Like, holy shit. That's my point of saying that is the Niners are good as a unit. Like, I'm not discrediting that part. They're good as a unit. But when you actually break it down and you compare that team to another good team, they aren't shit. That's just plain and simple what it is.
Well, isn't the point to be a good unit?
Like I said, they're a good unit, but when you break it down, they ain't shit. The Eagles are a good unit too.
But here's the thing. That's the game of the football. If you break it down individually, yeah, you're not going to be shit on an individual. But if you're good as a unit, that's the whole point of the game of football.
I mean, we don't have to necessarily break it down to individual. You can just go offense, defense, special teams, and those three-pronged parts. Y'all ain't shit.
As a unit, every single one of those squads are decent or good.
But Philly's better.
Overall, probably, yeah, on paper, yeah.
Nah, on stats and tape. Fuck paper. Them boys was out there balling this year.
This weekend is going to fucking be stressful as shit for me.
But on the other side of the game, did you see where Cincinnati's mayor buried the fuck out of the team and gave Pat Mahomes windshield board, not bulletin board, windshield fucking material. He put that shit on his car windshield as he drives to the fucking stadium.
They demanded I thought the mayor they demanded a paternity test to see if Joe Burrow was Mahomes' dad.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. That's what I'm saying. Pat Mahomes put that fucking clip on his windshield, on his rearview mirror, bro. That shit's hanging off his fucking mirror like a keychain. Like,
so if the Chiefs win by 3 or more touchdowns, is all of Cincinnati just going to shut the fuck up?
No, they're going to get the mayor all the way the fuck out of there. He is gone, bro. He's gone. Think about it. They beat them 3 times straight.
Oh.
They're getting him the fuck out of the office. It's Ohio, too. You got to remember that.
Look, I understand, the players are like, oh, it's Burrow head because, again, statistically, Joe Burrow has beaten Patrick Mahomes every single time that they've played. And and I get that, the talking between the players and stuff like that. But the mayor demanding a paternity test? Come on, bro. Come on. Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it. Your team has not been that good for you to be talking like this. Joe Burrow has only been in the league for 3 fucking years. Where the hell were the Cincinnati Bengals before that? Thank you. Fucking nowhere. Absolute dog shit. Ass. They have no room to be talking as if they've been anywhere near good for a decade plus.
Yeah.
They haven't even been talked about until fucking Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase showed up on the team.
I mean, they had Chad Johnson.
Who?
Ocho. Don't do my dog like that.
Who?
Don't do my dog like that.
Who'd they
Don't
have?
do my dog like that. Don't do my dog like that. Don't
know,
do my
like,
dog
I
like
didn't hear
that.
the name. Who'd you say?
Chad Johnson. They had Ocho.
Oh, yeah, Ocho Cinco. Come on.
Man, come on. Ocho,
That
TJ
was
Husmanzada. That was an
long-ass
era.
time ago.
That was an era, though. That was an era. Like,
Yeah,
that was really an era.
And guess what? How many playoff wins did Ocho Cinco have?
Bro, it ain't about Ocho. I mean, one, first off. And then, secondly,
They had a shitty quarterback in Carson Palmer.
there it is. There it is. I'm glad you said it because you knew where I was going. That's
Carson
why they
Palmer,
fucking
and then
did
they had Andy Dalton, AJ Green the first couple of years there did okay,
And
but
they
then that
had
just fell the fuck off.
another fucking quarterback with the yips. And you look, bro, this their first year with a good quarterback. Let them fucking brag, bro.
No.
Why
No.
not? Why
No.
not? Let them
No.
brag, bro.
Hell no.
Why not?
The
They've
only
been
way
fucking
you
terrible
to
for 50
First of all,
years.
the only way you get to brag, okay, bragging is one thing. Acting like you've been there before is completely different.
I mean, they was in the Super Bowl last year, dog. Like, they have been there before.
We were in the Super Bowl before, too. You didn't give us that excuse.
No. I ain't give y'all that excuse because y'all, every year, y'all are like the Cowboys. Y'all team is like the Cowboys. You never hear Bengals fans like, we're going to the Super Bowl
turn
this
into
year.
that type of fan base if the fucking Bengals become good for the foreseeable future because Joe Burrow's on the team.
Possibly.
Watch that happen.
But
it'll happen, I guarantee you.
But they've been good for 2 years. They've been good, well, really 3, and then Joe tore his ACL, but that's neither here nor there.
And they lost to fucking Matthew Stafford.
Come on, dog. Don't do that. Don't do that. Aaron Donald, bro. They lost to Aaron Donald, bro. He literally single-handedly fucking won that game, dog. I'm not going for that.
Put the team on his back.
He put that motherfucker on a backpack. He said, Dora, show me how it's done. The fuck? Backpack. Fuck you mean?
Oh, my God. I'm just saying, like, first of all, the mayor just needs to stop. Just stop that because it would be one thing if it was a different quarterback. But you're talking about Patrick Mahomes here. This is the guy who literally damn near, if not pretty much every single year that he's been the starting quarterback for the Chiefs, they've made the AFC Championship game, which is more than the Bengals have ever done, I think, in their entire franchise.
I feel you, but at the same time, he ain't beat them since Joe Burrow been under the helm. So they ain't trying to hit that.
Well, that was all regular season shit that they're talking about, though. And one time in the playoffs last year, and then this year remains to be seen.
Like I said,
if we were basing shit off regular season, we would say that Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback of all time, and that ain't fucking happening now, is it?
Stop with the blasphemy, first off.
I'm just saying.
Secondly, the first thing you said was one win in the playoff, which was last year. They beat the fucking Chiefs to go to the Super Bowl, bro, in the same position they're in right now.
And
so this is like Debo and Craig.
The Chiefs were already checked out and stuff like that because they had one of those types of games against Buffalo the week before. That's what I think.
I mean, they kind of just had one of those against Jacksonville. So if you're what? Pat Mahomes, you just said earlier, he couldn't even make a handoff.
Yeah, because his fucking ankle was almost falling off his goddamn leg. That's why.
Continue to prove my point. They don't have a Tyreek Hill no more. All they got is Killer Trav. That's it.
But what I'm trying to say is, how the hell did statistically the Chiefs get better on offense without Tyreek Hill?
Andy Reid. He had real receivers and Andy Reid.
Hold on, who's the real receivers over there?
Juju is a real receiver.
Stop it,
bro. All right, I didn't say he was a number one. I said he's a real receiver.
He's a fucking
Valdez Scantling is a real receiver.
Scantlin's a 2 on a good day.
Again, you can place them how you place them. Starting or not starting, they're still real receivers in comparison to a guy that's fast as fuck. If you remove Tyreek Hill's speed, does he have the tactician? I mean, the technical skills to be a tactician, the fucking goddamn, you know what I mean? No.
He got some decent route running ability.
Come on, bro. We both know he got 4 yards. He got 4 routes now. He used to have 3. He got 4. Congrats, my boy. You learned one new route.
He's gonna need to learn 2 more as that fucking speed starts to diminish as he gets older.
He's not gonna get it, Joe. I'm trying to tell you, like, it's not happening. It's not happening. He might well just go ahead, cancel Christmas. You know,
there it is.
get that shit
Bro,
the
I
fuck
haven't
out of there.
heard you use that goddamn term in forever.
No, you already know what's been going on. It's been a whirlwind. So shit. But that's what I'm saying. Like I'm telling you, Tyreek, bro, I love the man that he fast. I love his energy. I love his personality. But let's call a spade a spade. My boy just fast. Like he just fast. That's it.
You can out-jump some people too. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen him out-jump people who were like 4 or 5 inches bigger than he is.
Yeah, unathletic as fuck. They're unathletic, not him, but the people he's jumping with, they unathletic, or it's really hard. I'm telling you, bro.
That's
it's
why
real
you're a
hard
goddamn DB. You can't catch.
to combat speed, bro. It's really hard to combat speed because the DB have to react on him.
Speed kills. Yep. Speed fucking kills.
Yeah. So I honestly, bro, I don't. I'm telling you, they have real receivers understanding how to space the field. You don't have to be like, all right, wherever Tyreek is, we're just gonna have him run quick slant, then he's gonna have this whole half of the fucking field. We got to really tighten up these fucking other routes. You know what I mean? You got to give him Tyreek a straight line or a line across the field, then you just place routes around him. Now you have like a real scheme. Like, hey, Juju, run a motherfucking 7. He's like, okay, coach. He know what a fucking 7 is. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, I just look at it like the amount of like I shit talking is one thing. It's like I can understand with the players and stuff, the back and forth and stuff like that. We were a part of it. We know how it is. Like that's obvious. I'm just thinking sometimes the fan bases just do way too damn much. Way too damn, and I think I would have been fine with the whole Burrowhead and all that because it was the players who did that. I mean, it came from Eli Apple, which I don't know why the fuck that guy continues to talk.
And he got roasted in the Super Bowl, yeah, but he made up for that shit this season. I'm not gonna lie, but he been balling this year. You can say and try to pick out plays, but overall, he's been balling. Overall, kind of got to give it to him.
Watch him get cooked this weekend.
By whom?
He'll get cooked by some. He's gonna get cooked by somebody like McCole Hardman. Watch.
Well, McCole's fast as shit.
He's gonna be lined up with somebody like McCole Hardman or even Valdez Scantling or something like that. He's gonna get fucking cooked. Watch.
If his name is not Travis or Mecole, it ain't going down, bro. I got that much faith in Eli Apple.
I feel like Eli Apple's gonna have a long fucking day.
I really don't see that.
Because even last year's game against the Chiefs, he was getting cooked.
Well, that was his first year on the team, right?
No, it was his second year on the team already. This is his 3rd year on the team.
On the Bengals, I thought he was. No, I thought he was in New York 2 years ago.
No, 3 years ago. He's been on the Bengals for 3 years, and he's been a journeyman since.
Hold the fuck on, bro. I gotta check this one.
No, he was on. Yeah, I remember he got drafted.
Eli
by the
Apple
Giants.
stats.
He got drafted by the Giants. I forgot he went to one other team before he went to the Bengals.
All right.
If I'm not mistaken.
We're gonna see right now. Eli Apple. He's the only Apple in the league.
That makes sense.
Nope, he was with the Panthers 2 years ago. And with the Saints before that.
Okay, so he has been a journeyman before he came to the fucking Bengals.
Yeah, I knew he wasn't with the Bengals before last season. So, yeah, that was his first year getting integrated with the team. He didn't get a chance to really go against Jamar and fucking T. Higgins like that. And
that's what I'm saying.
The fucking dryer. Yeah, that was perfect timing.
That was great timing.
But, yeah.
No, I'm just saying, man. Eli Apple's gonna get cooked. I don't.
He's got better,
I feel like I feel like Eli Apple for the Bengals is fucking Alan, Ryan Gosling's character from the Remember the Titans.
Disrespectful.
Liability like a motherfucker.
Disrespectful.
Watch
He
it
had
happen.
46 tackles, 32 solos, 14 assisted. Granted, he ain't had shit else after that. He
I was about
had
to say, is
shit
that
else.
supposed to impress me?
8 pass defense. Yeah.
Again, none of that impresses me.
Fuck, you had 46 tackles last year too. 35 solo, 11 assisted. He had 10 pass defense and 2 picks last season. So he had a better year last year.
And he was getting cooked in the fucking playoffs. What the hell do you think is going to happen this year?
Hey, bro.
This is again that, and I like Shady McCoy's description of it. He actually did it perfectly. Eli Apple is almost like a Patrick Beverly. You talk all the shit, but you don't really accomplish much. Except I think Patrick Beverly is a better defender than Eli Apple is.
Yeah, Pat Bev is a very top defender, bro. He,
But the comparison is the whole shit talking without anything to back it up, without the titles and all that kind of stuff to back it up. That's what I think his whole thing was about. It's like Eli Apple's fucking, talking shit that his ass can't, or cashing checks that his ass can't cash.
Mhm.
Like it just again, Eli Apple, liability. He's gonna be a liability this weekend. Watch. I promise you he will. He's gonna get cooked by McCall Hardman. He might even get cooked. He's so bad by Juju. And we already know how I feel about Juju. I was like, he's not anywhere. And I think if I'm not mistaken, he's the one who looked at the camera and said, "Oh, we're going to Burrowhead." All right. Guess who's going to get picked on by Patrick Mahomes all goddamn game? Eli fucking Apple.
We'll see what happens because people forget Pat Mahomes will start throwing some picks too.
Well, it ain't going to be to Eli Apple.
We'll see.
Not going to be towards him. Eli, I promise you, he's going to give. What was the quarterback rating throwing to Eli Apple? I know they have that.
What's the QB rating thrown to Eli Apple? Looks like it says, hold on. Player profiler. I don't know.
Because I know Sauce Gardner this year hit the QB rating throwing his way was like.
I'm going to PFF.
I would say the QB rating for Sauce Gardner this year was like 60 something. And I know he wasn't better than Sauce.
41 catches allowed.
41 catches allowed?
He's tied for 43rd.
Tied for 43rd in the league?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's getting fucking cooked. Fuck that.
Top 50?
He's not even a top 20 corner in the fucking league.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here, bro. This
targets, 72 targets.
Get him out. Get him out. Atlan, Yost, don't you take out my son. He's getting beat like he stole something, mister. That's Eli Apple.
Nah.
Fucking ability. I bet you the QBR throwing his way is over 90.
I mean, he has starting DB stats.
Well, they have no other options there. That's probably what they're going to be going after.
You do what's 32 teams. DB. 32 teams. What, that's 64? I mean, he could have been 64.
32 teams, and he's ranked 40 something. He's not even 43rd. Ranked among the best starters.
It's 2 starters on each defense, bro. So that now I said 64.
He's in the bottom half of those statistics.
He could be 64.
He's trash. He
could be 64.
Straight ass cheeks, bro. He's gonna get exposed again. Watch.
I don't know,
watch.
I mean, you have little faith in their receivers.
And I'm gonna have that meme ready. I'm gonna have Eli Apple right next to Ryan Gosling's goddamn face. Liability. Same exact thing. I don't see any difference here in this picture. I'm gonna have that shit ready. Feel like he's gonna give up 2 touchdowns and over 100 yards just throwing his way this week.
I mean, hopefully the Bengals got Petey.
Got who?
Petey.
Petey.
Ryan Gosling's character was taken out,
Oh,
and who went
I know
in?
who PD is. PD's the other DB that they got, the guy that he's actually a local boy from Valley Christian. God damn it, what's his name? He went to Colorado.
Oh fuck!
His
I
last
know he's gonna love
name
alumni games.
Woozier.
Okay, so African guy.
I think his last name is Woozier.
That's African as shit, yo.
I think he's Nigerian, honestly.
Hey, that's African.
Well, yeah, but he's the PD.
That's what I'm saying.
He's the guy who's actually legit on that DB core. If he's even on the team anymore. Shit, I don't even remember if he's on the team anymore.
I mean, I highly doubt they let him go.
Yeah, especially if he did well last year, which he did. So I'm saying, like, I was trying to figure out why the fuck he wasn't the starter over Eli Apple.
Right.
You know, I was just like, at some point, I start to think that they start some of these whack ass players just because of how much they pay them, not based on their skill set. And again, Eli Apple's been a journeyman. Like, if he was really that good, he's a plug and play guy until you find somebody better. That's Eli Apple. He's somebody you can kind of put in here. He may suffice for a couple of games, but he's not anywhere near like he's not a corner one. He's definitely not a corner one. He's maybe a fucking slot defender, if that. Trash. Absolute trash. And he's the one over here talking shit. Just stop, bro. Just stop. If you're not going to be able to back it up, just keep your mouth shut. That's all. That's all I'm saying. But let's go to the picks. We only got 2 games. So Eagles, Niners, I think we both know who each of us are picking here.
Yeah, I'm on your wife's side.
Bengals and Chiefs.
Well, I mean, you already know who I'm picking.
Oh, you've been picking them all year.
Joey B the God.
So it's it kind of comes down to what I would rather have. Would I rather have a rematch in the Super Bowl against the Chiefs or play against ice cold Joey Burrow?
That's going to be another ass one too. So, who would you rather lose to?
So I feel like, okay, so who I would like if I'm just picking, not based off matchup of who the 49ers could possibly play in the Super Bowl, if I'm not doing it off that, I would pick Cincinnati. But if I'm going based off of matchups that I would rather have or that I'd rather want against the 49ers, it would be the Chiefs. Because their receiving core is not as good as the Bengals is. So I'm thinking it'd be a little bit easier to kind of go up against the Chiefs than it would be against the Bengals. Because holy fuck, we have nobody to stop Jamar Chase. Nobody.
Yep.
Shit, we barely have enough people that could cover T. Higgins.
So hold on. I thought you were gonna say Tyler. No. Y'all don't have nobody to guard T either, man.
Oh,
T. Higgins is a number 1 as well. You ain't got nobody to guard him either.
You want to say Higgins, Tyler Boyd? Yeah, he's a difficulty too.
Possibly. He's like a Gabe Davis. Like he'll break out.
He'll give you a couple good games here and there.
Yeah.
But it's mostly, Higgins and Chase.
Yeah. And Hunter Hurst. What's my man name? Hayden Hurst.
Hayden Hurst, yeah. Yep. He's no Travis Kelce, but he's viable.
Shit, he was balling this year.
You know what? I actually thought Hayden Hurst was a very underrated tight end.
He was balling this year.
Even when he was with the Falcons.
No, he was in career suicide very early.
I don't know, man. I thought he was pretty decent when he was with the Falcons. That's why
Yeah.
when I saw that he had came to when he went to the Bengals, I was like, oh shit. They gave Joey fucking Burrow a weapon over there at tight end.
Yep.
I was thinking Hurst was one of those underrated guys that people aren't really when you compare Hayden Hurst to some of the other top tight ends, he doesn't really wow you. But he is one of those guys that he's sneaky. He's a
But
sneaky ass player. And he's one of those that if you're not paying attention to him, he will go off on you.
right.
So Hayden Hurst, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Joe Mixon's a problem. Yeah, matchup wise, I would much rather go against the Chiefs than I would the Bengals. But if I'm taking that completely out of it and just picking a team, I'm gonna have to go Cincinnati. Because I just like the team. I really do. Joe Burrow, I like Joe Burrow. I'm
Yeah.
very high on Joe Burrow.
Mm-hmm.
Jamar Chase, Jesus Christ, that dude is fucking insane. He's unreal.
Right.
What's not to like really about Cincinnati?
I mean, they also got played, so they got a chip on their shoulder.
So it's like they got played for doing the right thing. What the
Yeah.
fuck? So this is a big fuck you to the NFL.
Especially if they win. Holy shit. If they win, look out. All you're going to hear is, who they? Who they? I'm like, oh my God. You're trash. First off, that's trash. That's trash. Yo, I hate the Saints.
Come on.
I hate the Saints. You know this. I hate them.
And it's the same chant.
Yeah, it's literally the same thing. And that's why I said it's like I hate the Saints. But right and right is wrong is wrong. You fucking thieves. You strengthening my Ohio argument. I swear to you.
Who they say gonna beat them Bengals? Stop it.
Yeah.
Just stop it.
Yeah.
Good God. Come up with something new.
Y'all don't even talk like that.
Exactly.
Like it makes sense for the Saints because we Southern, because that's how we speak. I ain't never once heard LeBron say, who they? Who they? Who they, Bobby Boucher? Bobby Boucher, who they? Who they? I never heard him. Never. LeBron from Ohio.
It should be who there? Who there?
Yeah, who there? Who there? I never once heard it, man. Now they just coming out. The Bengals just coming out with who they? Come on.
That's what I'm saying. It's a blatant rip off of the Saints. The chant, the whole thing. There's nothing original about it. That's the only thing about the Bengals that I don't like. That dumbass chant. Thank God they changed their hashtag. Fuck. It used to be who they changed it to rule the jungle, which is I like that one much better. I like that one way better than who they. That's just bad. And I'm not saying that the Saints chant is any better. It's just as bad. If you're gonna come up with a chant and the whole thing, at least be original. Like holy shit.
Yeah, the originality ain't there because ain't shit to do in Ohio. Ain't shit to do in Ohio. Where you gonna fucking find? Where's the creativity gonna spark from? The barrel fires in Cleveland?
It beats me.
Or the gang fights in Cincinnati? Where are we gonna find creativity? We gonna go to Columbus and duck bullets? What are we gonna do? Where are we gonna find creativity in Ohio? What
do you ever wonder how they picked some of these cities
as
for
far
NFL
as
teams?
The names? Oh yeah. Well, the owners. I feel like the owners just like kind of planting themselves. Like
Some of
when they
these cities, I
expand,
think about it and I go, how the fuck did this city get an NFL team?
they bid. Everybody bid on that shit. City size, development, possible growth of said city could have actually, you know what I mean? Could you actually make make money by putting the thing there? Like, you know what I mean?
That
If you,
I know Green Bay ain't one of those cities.
I mean, shit.
Even the players don't want to live in Green Bay. That's how bad it is there. The only thing that's in Green Bay is Lambeau Field.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Wisconsin's a different place. It's a different place. I mean, you got T-Pain goes up there now. He got a T-Pain day because he did the Wisconsin shit. Wisconsin. What's in Wisconsin? What did they do in Wisconsin other than throw corn hearts?
That's Nebraska, I think you're thinking about.
That is Nebraska, huh? I think Wisconsin probably got cornfields out there, motherfucker.
Which, by the way, Cornhuskers.
Oh
That's a
no!
terrible fucking name.
Holy crap!
That's a terrible name.
Can we call a spade a spade? Can we call a spade a spade?
Sure.
People don't take this wrong, but they literally called their team the Nebraska Mexicans. Just saying.
Ain't no white people out there.
They definitely weren't working out there, bro. I promise you. Like, let's be honest. They either call them the Nebraska Mexicans
I'm
or
trying to
the
figure out,
Nebraska
goddamn,
black folks.
my people got all the way to Nebraska. Fuck.
Shit. I mean,
yo, I thought we didn't like the cold. What happened?
Shit. Some
What
people
other-
are not.
I know this is kind of going off point, but what other cities are cities that probably shouldn't have a team?
Santa Clara.
The
That's
team name doesn't. The team name doesn't represent the team that's there. So,
yeah,
San Francisco, and you're playing in Santa Clara.
Yeah,
But I'm
LA.
talking about. I'm talking about cities that are like. They're not really big. The market's not really, great or whatever.
Sorry, Detroit.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Detroit's a major city in the whole country, just based off like the automobile. My question for Detroit is, how'd they come up with the Lions name? Like, if you want something to like a team name, that most teams pick a mascot that is either super fucking generic, like an animal, or something to represent their city.
So which team? All right. So great question. Which team do you think came first, the Pistons or the Lions? Because the Pistons are clear representation of a car, and they make cars in Detroit. Well, that was the car capital at one point. So
I mean, the Lions are one of the first 3 teams in the NFL existence.
Yeah.
So obviously the Lions came first before the Pistons did.
Think so?
Yeah, they did. The NBA
Detroit
hasn't been
Lions
around for as
inaugural
long
season.
as the. Huh? I was gonna say that.
Detroit Lions. I said inaugural.
And plus,
What
I don't
was
even
the first year of the
Detroit,
Detroit Lions?
the Detroit Pistons didn't even become a thing until late
1928.
70s.
Holy fuck.
Say what?
1928.
For the Lions.
Yeah, but they were in Ohio as the Spartans.
Before they became the Lions?
Yeah, when they played in Portsmouth, Ohio as the Spartans. What the fuck? Hold on. What was the first year of the Detroit Lions? Yeah, that's what I asked. The history of the Detroit Lions is a professional American football team franchise based in Detroit, dates back to 1928. When they played in Portsmouth, Ohio as the Spartans in 2022, they played their 93rd season, continuing to be one of the NFL's oldest franchises.
Yeah, it's the third oldest.
What was the first year of the Detroit Pistons?
I feel like the Pistons was
37, bro. They barely beat them, bro.
The Detroit Pistons have been around since 37?
37.
They had to have been under a different team name.
Well, both teams were. This was the Fort Wayne Zollner Pistons. They were still the Pistons, but they were in Fort Wayne. Founded in Fort Wayne, Indiana, as a semi-professional basketball
Well, they were
team.
semi-pro team.
Yeah, well, most of the NBA teams were.
The ABA
they
and
turned,
all that. Yeah.
They turned pro in 41 as a member of the NBL, where they won 2 championships in 44 and 45.
You see, but the Pistons name makes more sense
Exactly.
for the city of Detroit than the Lions do. That's what I'm saying. It's either a generic ass animal or something that usually involves like the city.
Right.
You know, Pittsburgh, Steelers, for example. Why are they called the Steelers? Well, they call it the Steel City.
Steel makers, yeah.
That's why. The San Francisco 49ers. Why do they call them the 49ers? Well, the gold rush back in the day. Back in 1849.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. I mean, Dallas Cowboys, as much as we hate them, that makes sense. Fucking Texas Cowboys. Hello, it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
The Houston Oilers, that made a whole lot of sense.
I mean, well, they got them up out of there very quickly. And
Well,
they got
them out of there. And
for the Titans.
But Tennessee Titans, come on.
Yeah.
Like, what do the Titans have to do with Nashville, Tennessee?
I mean, if you think about it, have you been to Memphis or Nashville? I haven't, but I heard a lot about it.
The last time I went to Nashville, I think I was 2 years old.
Oh, yeah. See, that don't count. So, look, the shit I heard about either one of those cities, they have Titans out there. If you really think about it, it's a different form of Titan.
What are we talking about? Are we talking about like music Titans?
No.
What are we talking about here?
Negativity.
Ah. All right. Well, no need to be said more about that one.
Yeah, buddy. I feel like a lot of these sports teams, now that you brought it up, I feel like a lot of these sports teams have to change their name. I feel like Nebraska really, like, I've been thinking about that one for a long time. Nebraska really is pretty rough. The Nebraska shit is rough, bro.
Cornhuskers,
bro.
Yeah,
they haven't explained that to nobody yet. Man,
Nebraska State is known for the corn crops.
Who's husking the goddamn corn? Out there. Who's husking the fucking corn, Josh? Who husks the corn when the?
I know.
I know you know. Like when they first picked that team name, who's husking the goddamn corn? People don't think I'm fucking mean. Who's husking the goddamn corn, yo?
What are the team names make sense and don't make sense? Miami Dolphins makes sense. Tampa Bay Bucks makes sense.
All right.
Jacksonville Jaguars.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Jaguars?
Yeah.
There are Jaguars in Jacksonville?
Yeah. Florida? There's Jaguars and Panthers in Florida, bro. That is a real thing. That is a real fucking thing.
And we're talking about wild, not outside of the zoo?
Bro, y'all got mountain lions out this bitch. People wouldn't think of that if they think about California. But we're not naming our teams
the fucking mountain lions. I didn't know there were actual Jaguars and Amazonian-style big cats in fucking Florida.
Got a question. What was the name of that indoor football team out of Sacramento? Go. Mountain Lions.
When the fuck did that happen?
It had to be like 2011, 2012, some shit like that.
Oh, Sac?
Yes, sir.
Well, I wasn't here for that.
I lived in Rockland. That's how I know the answer.
The Mountain Lions, man.
Yeah, because the guy, when I used to go to the Arco right around the corner, not around the corner, but like right up the street from my apartment, because me and my roommate were doing fat boy shit. He was a basketball player. I was a football player, obviously. And we were doing fat boy shit. We used to go to fucking Arco late at night late at night and shit like that. And go get fucking freshly baked cookies from Arco. Yep, we knew what time it was. We got cool with the dude Dave. He was one of the security for the Mountain Lions. So yeah, that was his second job. He was telling me, hey bro, you should come play for the Mountain. Like he was trying to get me on that team so fucking much.
That's probably because they sucked.
Well, I mean, they were good at that time, but they folded.
Are they really good if they folded?
I mean, didn't the fucking Sabercats win and then they folded?
It's a very good point. I was about to say right after I said that, the Sabercats popped into my head.
Yeah.
I was like,
So
wow, they went undefeated and won the championship, and then the very next year folded.
another team name that don't make a drop of fucking sense.
That's also true. Sabercat. Yeah, yeah. We have no prehistoric animals in San Jose.
Yeah. So take a shark out of there, motherfucker, too. Y'all call it Shark Tank because of the people, not because of the animals.
I was just saying,
Honestly.
sharks kind of make sense if you go more towards the bay. The sharks that are in the water, but
Yeah.
that'd be if the team was located in like Santa Cruz or San Francisco or somewhere on the bay.
Wow.
But what are the team? Okay, since we're going down this rabbit hole, what other teams don't make and do make sense for their respective cities?
All right, the Tampa Bay Lightning is fucking on par, like a motherfucker, dude.
Got it. It's good.
Shit. Miami Heat,
Makes sense.
Orlando Magic.
Don't know how that makes sense.
Disney owns them.
Oh, makes sense. Now it makes sense. I was just about to say, I was like, wait, Disneyland in Orlando. Got it. Makes sense.
Well, Disney World. Not trying to be a prick, but I have to correct that.
My bad.
Hey, it's a whole different world, bro. I promise you.
Mickey lives in both fucking spots.
Hey, look, no, Mickey vacations in California. He lives in Florida, bro. I'll tell you right now, that castle way better.
I'm sorry, Walt Disney is cryo buried underneath the castle here in LA. Okay, not in Orlando.
You can have that racist, bro. I don't give a fuck. Have him, take him.
I'm not saying we want him. I'm just saying the main hub is here.
Y'all can have that racist, bro. And the only reason is because y'all making movies now, like
Hollywood and all that. Yeah.
Exactamundo. When it was the movie capital was in Florida, you know, you had great movies like The Little Mermaid and The Lion King and fucking the original Space Jam and do you want me to keep going? The Jungle Book. Yeah, the original. Yeah.
I think you're thinking of Universal Studios.
That's in Orlando as well.
It's also in LA.
I think that one actually is bigger in LA than it is in Orlando. I'm not entirely sure on that one, but I know Disney World.
To be fair, I think the Universal Studios in Orlando is bigger. I think.
So we're taking the cake on both of those. Okay.
Sure. All right. What are the teams we got here?
Carolina Panthers don't make sense, but I'm not from North Carolina. I don't know.
That doesn't make sense to me either. Another generic animal team.
New York Jets. They got to explain that to me. If they
the Jets, I think it makes more like the.
Oh, they buy NASA or some shit?
No, but
naval base, Air Force base.
Probably an Air Force base.
I don't know, bro.
Air Force base is fucking everywhere. I wouldn't know.
I know, but I mean,
I say Jets maybe because they got like in New York all the people taking private jets and all the famous. I don't know.
That kind of makes sense if you go that route. That kind of embodies the Broadway Joe shit. Yeah.
There we go. Let's go with that.
That kind of makes sense.
The Giants, I understand because they based it off the skyscrapers and all that stuff that are around there.
Right.
The Arizona Cardinals.
Probably a bunch of birds out there, motherfucker. It's hot as shit.
I think that actually makes sense out there. Yeah. The Phoenix Suns, that definitely fucking makes sense.
Does it rain a lot in San Diego?
I would assume so. I haven't been to San Diego. I think the last time I went to.
No, it doesn't rain a lot. So how the fuck did they come up with the Chargers?
Well,
Go Bolts. It don't rain a lot. So why the fuck would you have Go Bolts?
But the Chargers are more of like it's not more of like the lightning bolt. It's more of it's a horse. Like
do they have racetracks down there?
I think they do.
I mean, to be honest with you, that shit Mexico anyway. So
It's pretty much right there.
All this shit Mexico. So really, this shit should the 49ers should be called the motherfucking goddamn
Aztecs. I'll take that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the fucking the
The
what's the name should be
Aztecs,
the
the Mayans,
Mayans.
and the Incas. That's who we have.
That's what I'm saying. The Raiders should be the Incas, bro. Easy. Not they in Nevada now, so I mean they probably can slide. They probably have to be more of a
See, I
a
was saying
native.
Raiders
The
in Las
Sequoias
Vegas.
are-
Actually, the Raiders in Las Vegas actually make sense.
I mean, there's also a tribe.
The Raiders?
No, the Sequoias. I was having a side conversation.
Oh. I would say the Raiders make sense because there are thieves out there in Vegas.
Oh, bro. Hey, look, the Raiders made sense for Oakland. It made sense for LA, and it made sense for Vegas. I promise you. It made sense for all of those. I look, no disrespect to none of those prospective cities.
All.
But all truth has been spoken in this statement. I promise you. All prospective cities, that shit makes sense. Baltimore Ravens, they rain like a motherfucker. They should be called the Crabs.
The Utah Jazz. That doesn't make sense because they don't like music out in Utah.
They a bunch of Mormons. They should say the fucking Utah celibates or the
the Utah Polys.
The Utah no-nos.
Polyamorous.
Don't touch me in my no-no, please.
Or was it the Utah what are they Amish?
They should. Well, I mean, you could have just said Mormons, bro.
I guess it's virtually the same thing.
Yeah, damn near. It's like they're kissing cousins.
Yeah, I'd rather
They
be
don't.
Amish.
They don't
than I'd
kiss.
rather
They
be a
just like
Mormon.
touch index fingers.
Rub Springer. Let's see. Another teams. Well, first of all, the Los Angeles Lakers doesn't make a goddamn any sense because they used to be in Minneapolis where the Great Lakes were actually at.
Right. So
if they were still there, then yeah, it would make sense. But now it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it don't make sense at all. And they, they kept the name. They should have switched it up. They could have been the Los Angeles Stars. That'd have made a shitload of sense.
I was just about to say, I'm like, the Stars would have been fine out there.
And they could have kept the same color scheme.
Yep. Could have.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
does the LA Clippers make sense?
I mean, they got a lot of barbers in Inglewood.
Like, all right. Yeah, I guess.
That's exactly where they're going.
LA Rams, that doesn't make any sense. Even when they were St. Louis. Even when they were St. Louis
Rams. Hey, hold on now. Oh. St. Louis and East St. Louis are two different places. I just need to say that. They in two different states. Those motherfuckers are feuding. Missouri and Kansas, they feud heavily. So the St. Louis Rams make
over
sense.
Kansas City.
I mean, they feuding over a lot of cities. East St. Louis, that's one.
Let's see. What other teams? Chicago Bulls. Do the Bulls make sense?
Yeah. Because you gotta remember in that ain't Merrill Lynch based out of Chicago?
Think so?
And that's I'm pretty sure. Didn't you say that?
I don't know. Yeah,
so hey, look, I got a person that used to work in the financial district in San Francisco. That was their competition. They said yeah.
Ah, got it.
Yeah, they started in Chicago.
Confirmed.
Yep.
Let's see, what other teams? The Baltimore Ravens.
I said that. I said they should be the Crabs.
Why should the Baltimore Ravens be the Crabs?
Bro, that's their thing. Crabs are their thing. Even look at University of Maryland. University of Maryland have crabs on their flag. The fucking Maryland flag had crabs on it.
No,
They
it
should be
doesn't.
Look at the motherfucker.
The Maryland. No. Hold on. There's no way you're about to tell me right now. The Maryland state flag has a crab on it. There's no fucking crab on that. It's the yellow and black checkerboard and the red and white crosses. Ain't no
You
fucking.
seriously think a state was gonna put some crabs on there, bro?
I don't know. You made it sound a little convincing. I had to fucking look that up. I was like, there's no goddamn way.
No, but that's their thing though in Baltimore. Seriously, that's literally their thing. Crabs and crab cakes and all that bullshit. Like that's really their thing.
New Orleans Saints. I figured it made sense because of Mardi Gras and all that shit that they have out there.
I mean, all right.
Or
So I didn't know this.
The symbol makes sense.
Well, before you get there, all right. So I was watching Pat McAfee show the other week. I think it was the other week, and they talked about the Saints symbol, which I didn't know that. But I'm not a Saints fan. I hate the motherfuckers and all that shit. But they was basically saying that symbol was basically what they used to brand the slaves. I didn't know that shit.
That might need to be a symbol that gets changed pronto. If that's the case.
The French motherfuckers was branding them motherfuckers when they owned the fucking shit
with that logo.
Right there, that flowette.
Okay, well, another change needs to be made.
That's why they the ain't.
Wow,
they ain't shit. They ain't shit. They let that shit rock. And it's in New Orleans, one of the biggest blackest cities in the world. They had the Hot Boys. They had Master P. Ooh, all them black.
Wow.
Manny Fresh. I mean, I think Anthony Mackie from there too. The new Iron Man. Come on, man.
Wow. That is information that probably
blew your mind.
I mean, shit. If you're gonna change the Redskins, you might need to. You don't need to change the name of the Saints, but you might need to change the logo.
They doubled down on that sumbitch and put the flowlet all over the goddamn new helmets, the black one. All over that motherfucker. And then put it big too. They doubled down on that bitch. Hey, yeah, fuck the Aints. I feel like I got more people hating the team just like me now. Yeah,
learn something
I was so happy
every day.
I was so happy to find out the information. I promise you, I was so happy and willing to share that.
The Atlanta Falcons. I've never been to Atlanta, but I was assuming there's probably.
Oh no, Gucci Mane said it bit East Atlanta Birds.
There you go.
Shout out to Goo Up.
Chicago Bears.
The Bears. Probably when they first started, there probably was a lot of bears and shit in that civilization. You know what I mean? That's what you gotta call Chicago, a fucking civilization. Cause them motherfuckers, oh God, you hear a new story every day about fucking Chicago.
One that makes sense, the hockey team, the New Jersey Devils.
Oh, that was on par. Them motherfuckers are demonic for sure. Shit. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, Pittsburgh Penguins. Don't understand that one. The Steelmakers? Yeah, I got that.
Penguins, but the Penguin, yeah, that one is one that's, and I think the only reason why they chose Penguins is one, it kind of goes with Pittsburgh.
Right.
Pittsburgh Penguins, it kind of rolls off the tongue, and they're on the ice for hockey, so I can understand where the name comes from.
Right,
I just don't see where the relation to the city comes from. That's that whole thing for me.
Oh no, man.
Let's see, what other?
There's some bullshit teams out there now.
There are some bullshit teams. The Atlanta Braves.
You got to be brave as fuck to live in Georgia. I'm just saying.
First of all, that's not what the team name means.
I know what it means.
It's more about the natives.
I know what it means, but realistically, you got to be a brave motherfucker to live in Georgia. Anywhere outside of Atlanta, you a brave motherfucker. You hear me?
Oh shit.
Oh, shit.
Let's see. Oh.
Indianapolis Colts. What you think? They got the raceway out there.
Yeah, they got the raceway, but I feel like they have a rodeo or something like that out there that they have. That wouldn't make sense, but well, you got to remember, Indianapolis, the Colts, they used to be in Baltimore before they became the Indianapolis.
Yeah, that made less sense.
Yeah, I would say even more, even more so.
It made less sense.
But I feel like Indianapolis could probably have a different team name and be, but yeah, because Colts is one of those for.
I seriously think they need to do a major overhaul on a lot of this shit. You know, home of the Chiefs is hilarious and is dope, but you know, yeah.
There might have been, I don't know, out in Kansas, in Missouri. Yeah, there was a good Native American population out there.
And they killed them. So yeah. Let's get that name off of there. You're gonna murder people and then use their fucking name. Oh yeah, my Lamar background should have showed y'all everything. I smoke. It's smoky today. I want thine smoke.
Oh fuck. See, one more team. One more team that makes sense or doesn't make sense. Hmm. The hockey team, the St. Louis Blues. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I would say that makes sense.
Yeah. LSU Tigers.
To be honest, any team named the Tigers.
Detroit too.
Or the Bengals. Or any type of big cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, because unless they're in a zoo, naturally those animals don't belong here.
No. Those are Indian or Chinese or they're both Asian now.
India or the Amazon.
Right.
The Cleveland Browns. No, that makes sense because they're shit. That one makes the most sense out of anybody.
Shit. That's rough. That's rough.
I know they were named after their owner, but it makes all the sense in the world now considering how dog shit this team is.
Right.
I think we can end on that one.
That was foul.
Definitely end on
that was foul.
Tomorrow, everybody, as you guys know, we've been keeping you updated on it, but tomorrow the Bay Area Cali Classic goes down. If you're not able to actually be at the game, you guys can watch it and stream it off the National High School Football Network. Or you get updates from us pretty much on all of our social media screens, as you see at the bottom here. The game itself starts at 4. We will be there at around 10-11. Gonna be meeting up with Leslie. Leslie says she's gonna be getting there at 10. The players will be getting there at about 11:30. They have their team lunch at 12 to 1, and then the preparation and everything else like that going into the actual game itself. We've got some things in mind that we want to do. I don't want to give it away because if any of the players are watching, they'll be able to prepare for it, and that's not something that we want. We want them to be able to think about it on the spot, show their smarts, show their I mean, if you've looked at the social medias, you know that we'll be asking certain trivia questions. You just don't know in what way or how. So we're gonna be doing that. Once again, having a good time. Kay's got the lens, the old trusty, beautiful best friend lens that we've been wanting to have for a long time. So that's gonna be great. We're gonna have some good shots, good videos. Going to be very interactive. We're going to hopefully get to talk to some of the players' parents to see how they feel about the whole thing. But once again, Gunner Sports, shout out to them, shout out to Leslie for allowing us to be able to cover the game again this year. It's going to be a long day tomorrow, but it's going to be eventful and full of a lot of fun. And we're hoping the game. I mean, I don't know how you can top last year's game, but I mean, hey, I can definitely tell that it's going to be super entertaining, and something that I feel like everybody who's going to be there or be able to watch it via live stream, you guys are going to be witnessing a game that's definitely entertaining and definitely something that you should be watching out for because we've said it since we were at the game last year. The Bay Area Cali Classic is something that you are going to want to keep your eye on because it's going to be takeover mode pretty soon for them. I really do believe that. So again, if you're not able to actually attend the game, which, by the way, if you can attend the game, you could either buy the tickets for $15 at the gate, or you can go to Eventbrite or gunnersports.com to get the tickets for $10, or they might be 15 now since the game is tomorrow. Make sure and double check on that. Uh, but again, National High School Football Network for live stream to be able to watch the game and to get more live updates and videos and stuff like that from us on all of our social media handles. Um, Sunday is going to be a long one. Not only do we have the conference championship games, I will be at a wedding, so I will be back and forth tuning into the wedding and the games. Um, Wife's gonna be wearing green. I'm gonna be wearing my red tie just to be. We're both representing our teams, and yeah, I might be sleeping on this couch for Sunday, Monday. So
Might be. Oh no, that's a definite.
yeah, almost
LJ,
guaranteed.
young legend out of Pompano.
I'm either gonna be coming to the couch with the blanket and pillows with a frown on my face or a big smile on my face. Either way.
Hey, look. I promise you, I'm trying to make this sound as clean and as undetermining as possible. Me and your wife want you to sleep on that couch mad as fuck, G. I'll just be real with you.
Oh, and I'll keep it updated for sure. For sure. Everyone's gonna know exactly the mood that I'm gonna be in that day.
Hey,
Trust me.
he's gonna write fucking jail goddamn journal logs
Yeah.
from the couch on
You're gonna see me
Twitter.
putting
Hour one.
the tally marks on the wall.
Yeah, the hours. Hour two. I ran out of snacks. My fluid is getting low. I may have to get up, but it's cold as hell. The tundra. Oh, the tundra.
He said hour two. I ran out of snacks.
Hour one, bro, everybody slept on that couch in the first hour, like, man, this shit ain't even that bad. You fucking just watching YouTube with your phone, eating snacks and shit, like, yeah, I'm good. About halfway into that second hour, you're like, holy shit, I'm out of snacks. All I got is this fucking.
Damn it, I went through everything too quickly.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
shit. But everybody, appreciate you guys for hanging out with us on this Friday. Hopefully everyone has a great weekend. We will see you guys on Wednesday. Hopefully we'll get a couple of reaction videos and stuff like that in between now until then. Once again, Bay Area Cali Classic. Don't miss that tomorrow. And root for who you're going to root for Sunday. Side note, Royal Rumbles this weekend. Not if anybody gives a shit, but hey, that's happening.
No one
as well.
gives a shit, son. I'm sorry.
Probably nobody cares. Yeah, just me, I guess. Anyways, appreciate you guys for hanging out. We will see you guys again on Wednesday for the podcast. For myself, JP, for the 610 Beast from the Southeast, Mr. Country K. We'll see you guys next time. Deuces.
He from my hood, girl. He from my hood. LJ, young legend out of Pompano.